All right, I think I am live. Welcome, everybody. Um, I am going to play a couple of games of chess. It has been a while since I have done a chess stream. Now, I will fully admit that I have played several games of chess, not on stream, and have just completely humiliated myself. I go back and forth with chess. I constantly watch chess videos, but they're just kind of on in the background. Um, and when I play, I tend to not really think about my moves, and I just make these moves really quick. And as a result, I tend to lose. I have no interest in the bullet games. I have no interest in there's bullet, there's rapid, and blitz. I have no interest in the blitz games. I like the rapid. I liked about the 15-minute intervals. I think before I streamed, I normally do 30-minute games. So let's hop into a game here. Well, first let's look at some of my daily games, which I do try to play the daily games because I like those. Those are low stress, and when I mean low stress, I mean low stress in terms of having to make a move. You just kind of do it when you can. I usually do it right before bed. So let's see. All right, I am black in this position. He moved. It was a h2, h3 pawn. And that's attacking my bishop, which I was expecting. Now I kind of want to drop this back. He pulls, then he comes down, which means I have to go there, which is okay because he's not going to bring this pawn down to attack because his bishop and his knight are in the way, and he's not going to bring this pawn down to attack because, well, I guess he could actually. Let's look at that again. I go bishop to h5. He goes pawn to g4. I do bishop to g6. He's there. Oh, and then I would have time to get away. All right, so let's do that. This is just a regular, I think I'll take the pawn back with the development. This one, I am down a pawn already, but I'm okay with that. I kind of was like, well, let me do that opening. Okay, this one is where I've tried to lock the center pretty well. I see he's coming down for a, this says French defense advanced variation. I thought the French defense, I guess the French defense is just pulling out the C pawn if you're black. I actually have notes somewhere that I've written down, but I don't really recall. All right. So the question is, do I just want to defend this pawn or do I want to take? Because if I take, then that allows him to come up. I think I'll just defend with the knight here. I can just pull the knight. That will defend this. I feel like this is still book moves, and all theory I should probably know. But so if he takes, if he takes, I'll just. Wow, why does it do that? If he takes, yeah, let's do that. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and start a game. What do we got? We got a 15-minute with a 10-second increment. Let's. I tend to talk a lot on these streams. I think 30 minutes is going to be good. Let's do 30 minutes. Let's see what happens. All right. I am playing Dardon. From, I should know that. That is a green, white, and orange flag. Is that India? Dardon 2021, India. Ireland. No, India has the circle in the middle. All right, so he's just doing e4. I know I could do this. I could do the Caro-Kann defense, which the only move of the Caro-Kann defense, oh wait, I can't abort. The only move of the Caro-Kann defense I know is that, but is c6. I'm going to do it. And I think the goal with the Caro-Kann defense is to bring d7 to d5. All right, so he's trying something tricky. He's probably going to bring the pawn out to here. So if I do this, he takes, I take. He will not take. Now, I could just move this If I, okay, this is a very common line. If I move the knight over here, he's going to, what's he going to do? He might back up his queen to c3, which I feel is a very common move. Um, and then I have to maybe press up so that he can't push down. Where else could he go? If he doesn't do that, he could go there. He could go. He won't go. No, he. Let's see. He could go there, there, there. He won't go there. He won't go there. Let's do it. Let's develop and harass his queen at the same time. Now, if he moves the queen to safety, which I suspect will probably be to c3, then I will move my pawn out to e5 to prevent his pawn from coming down and harassing my horse. That is my plan. All right, so he did exactly what I thought, so I will stick with my plan, which develops a piece. Well, actually, it just develops a pawn, but it prevents his pawn from pushing down to harass my horse. Now, I expect him to come out with d4. And if he comes out with d4, I'm going to push up with the pawn. That will be blocking in my bishop, but I believe his intention will be to take this, so I will be able to take back to prevent this pawn from coming down to harass my horse still. I'm thinking about, okay, all right, so he does c2 to c4. Interesting. Now I have blocked my horse in. I could do that. No, I'm thinking, I'm thinking I go dark bishop to, what is that? That's going to be b4. Since he can't bring this down to block me, he could bring this down to harass me. What do I do if he does that? Maybe I just come back here? Yeah. No, maybe I should just put the pawn, maybe I should just put the bishop there to begin with. I'm thinking of going to c5, bishop to c5. What can he do? He can't push this down to harass me because I'll just take. He can't, if he pushes this down, I'll take with the bishop. And that would actually be good. That would be attacking that. I'll do that. This looks like the best move. Now, like I said, on the other games that I was playing by myself, I didn't sit here and do this talking out because it was like, well, nobody's playing me. I mean, like, nobody's watching me. I'm not going to embarrass myself. And then I think what I need is probably that fear of embarrassing myself so that I don't just hastily make moves, and so that I can actually sit there and think a little bit about the moves. We'll see what happens. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a good New Year's, a good Christmas, a good holiday season. Week. This week, for a lot of people, myself included, it's back to work. You know, after basically, you know, in the industry that I am in, people pretty much take off in December. I mean, you get that first, especially second week of December, people are just taking off the whole month. All right, let me see. He's defending both these guys. He's left his king open. I could come in with the queen. All right, let's think about this. I come in with the queen. He could block. If he blocks, I come back and block with the bishop. I think that's the move. Now, let's say he doesn't, I mean, if he doesn't block, if he just moves the king, like let's say he moves the king up, I don't know why, moves the king over, I guess. Actually, even if he moves the king over, I could still harass his queen. Let's do that. All right, so we checked them. But like I was saying, you know, December comes, and, you know, December comes and people just start taking the month off. I took about 2 weeks off. I know some people who took 3 weeks off. I know one person who took the entire month off. It was ridiculous. All right. Now I can pin his bishop, or I'm sorry, I can pin his horse with my bishop. But then he comes down. I'm going to leave the bishop, but I don't like that my queen is kind of trapped. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if he falls for this. It's a 755 player. I'm going to move my bishop here. If he takes, which is what I'm hoping he does, then I take the knight, checking and targeting the rook. You know what? Okay. Yeah, I mean, this knight is trapped as it is. And if he doesn't, let's say I go here and then he does something like, you know, this. Well, if he moves the bishop, then actually I just take. That would be really good for me. Would it? Because, well, let's... Ooh. I feel like I'm lacking in development. I could push up. Oh. 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 No, wait a minute. No. I have an idea. All right. They say in chess you need a plan. Okay, here's my plan. I have a plan. I'm going to push this pawn up. And then I am going to execute my plan here. He'll take. I'll take. He'll move the king here or here. And then if he does that, I'll bring the bishop out, pinning his queen to the king and winning the queen. So that plan starts with moving the pawn. You need a plan. Now, he may do something that just completely ruins my plan, but let's see. Hopefully he does some kind of like innocuous move. Like, you know, maybe, you know, another pawn move. Something silly like that. Oh, yeah, if he did something silly. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I should put my... Okay, I think now would probably be a time to put my bishop out here. If I put my bishop here, because he's gonna, he wants to move this. I don't know where he can move there. He can move there. I mean, moving here would be a pain because then I would have to move my queen. Let me... I think I'm going to move my bishop to, what is that? That's b4. Because then if he does... He takes. All right. Yeah, I think this is the move. Just to give my queen a little protection from this bishop, and it also opens up the queen a little bit more. I can move my queen over to c5 at some point. Oh, I'm disappointed that my plan didn't work. I'm very disappointed. I am going to leave this here because if he takes, I'll just capture the rook with a check. So I'm not too worried about him taking my bishop. I want to get this knight into the picture, so I will actually back up my bishop. But if I do that, then he goes here, I take, he takes. We trade knights, which I guess is okay. This knight's kind of annoying as it is. But if this knight moves, that does open up this. That makes the king a little more vulnerable, which I'm not crazy about. Man, I wish I could move. He's going to castle, maybe. I could castle. My rook would be here. Actually, castling might be the way to go here. My bishop and my knight are pretty much useless. I could move my knight to d7 with thoughts of moving it to c5, attacking, and then going here, attacking that, attacking that. Also, if I do move my knight to d7, that will be backing up the knight that is on f6. Yeah, let's do that. Again, I'm not scared about him taking the bishop, because if he does, then I'll just take the rook with a check, force him here. Oh, and then that way. Oh God, don't take the rook yet. Don't take the. No, I was cringing because if he, let's say he takes my bishop. Let's say he takes the bishop. I take the rook. He moves the king here to e2. This knight here on d7 is blocking my bishop's path to pin. Oh! It's all right. I think the fact that he's thinking this long about it suggests he's probably not going to take the bishop. Let me check this. Let's see. Okay. All right, so he is obviously preparing to take this bishop. So I'm just going to move the bishop back. Or is there a better move? The bishop is kind of useless, and this horse is kind of not a threat, but I would say right now that this knight is more valuable than my bishop. He's getting close to trapping my queen, though. I got to think about that. Let's say I take, he just pushes down. My queen could go here. He pushes there. My queen could go there. My queen's not quite trapped. I think I'm going to take the knight. I think I'll take the knight. If I take the knight, he takes with the bishop, and then I still have to move my queen. I could stick with my plan and move in the knight here. So I could take my knight on d7, move it to c5 with thoughts of moving it to b3. And that b3 square would be a fork of the bishop and the rook, as things are right now. If I do that, he is likely going to take. Oh, no, if he takes my bishop, he's threatening my queen. I'm not going to have time. I think I need to move the bishop. I think I need to move the bishop back. He comes out. Oh, and he's forking. I think I need to take the knight. Because if I move the bishop, if I try to protect the bishop and move it to c5, then he just brings this pawn down to b4, forking my bishop and my queen. I obviously have to protect the queen, and then he wins the bishop anyway. The bishop is dead, I think is the lesson here. So if the bishop is dead, I'm going to not have it die for naught, so to say, or so to speak. Oh. All right, I'm going to take the knight. Take the knight. He recaptures with the bishop. This bishop here, my light squared bishop is really weak. I think I will. Okay, so he captured with the bishop like I thought he would. Now I got to be careful. My queen. queen does not look great. All right. Let's see. I'm thinking about moving my queen to c5. That way I can still drop her back to b6 if needed. Let's do that. I gotta stop talking so much because I am actually using a lot of time just by talking. And I've got 18 minutes to his 25. So if things, if this rate keeps up, it's not gonna be good for me. I am so hungry. I am so hungry right now. I have not been eating as much. I have found that the best way to lose weight is just to not eat. So yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about taking off work in December. Just came back on Tuesday for Chris. Oh, okay, all right. All right. Obviously, the only move here is to drop the queen back. Oh my god. Is he going to trap my queen? No, because worst case scenario, I can always move her there. If he pushes down... I mean, right now we are dead even. Dead even. Alright, so he's attacking this knight, he's attacking this pawn. Or, not this pawn. Well, why can I not remember what the damn thing's called? Oh, it is a pawn. It is a pawn. I could go here, this would protect and attack. Actually, I don't hate that move. If I go here, if I go f6 to h5, it attacks the queen that protects this pawn. Let's say he just moves his queen back, and then I move my knight over to where the other knight is, solidifying those two knights. Yeah, I think this is it. Protects that, attacks the queen. Let's say he moves the queen back. I'm just going to move this other knight, and then that will finally get this pawn, this bishop into the game. All right, I think we'll do this. Now, one thing maybe somebody can explain to me. Discord. Whenever I go live, Discord always it says streamer mode is enabled. Stay safe, friend. I have some issues with Discord. And they're kind of personal issues, and one of the things I've started doing, and if Joe watches the stream, he loves to say I don't finish projects, but I would love to incorporate my old project Owl with a new Discord-like project, and somehow marry message boards and chat programs together. And as something to basically compete with Discord. Because like I said, I have personal issues with Discord. I still use it because it's Discord. In my professional life, I use Slack. But in my personal life, I use Discord. I would like an alternative with a... All right, I think I stick with my plan here, moving this. He's going to come down like this, and then if he does, I move here. He takes, I move here, and then his queen is trapped? Maybe? All right, what did I just say? Okay, I said the plan was to, I said to stick with my plan. I move the knight here. He won't take because that's defended, actually. He'll probably keep the queen right where she is. Okay. So these two are locked. Oh, he moves his pawn down. I move this knight over here to f4, which is protected. But that leaves this pawn open, so he grabs this pawn on g7. I scoot the rook over. And at that point take... Okay, this is interesting. He takes... I mean, that seems like a blunder. It seems like a bad move. He takes, he captures back with the bishop, and I just captured the bishop, and then he pushes down, or maybe he pushes down initially. Let's say I take, he pushes down, I take again, he takes my knight, and then I just take with this knight. He pushes up, I just scoot over. Yeah, I think that's it. So he'll either, I think he'll probably go down. He'll push that e4 pawn to e5, attacking my... No, he won't, because it's defended. That square is defended. So I would just capture with that. I could capture with my d pawn, but it would be undefended, so the queen could take with a check. That would not be good. So like I was saying, I have a personal vendetta against... oh, he just moved it back. Do I want to castle? I kind of want to... My queen is in the center. I could take this. All right, I think I'm going to castle. I could try to kick the queen out. Just push up. That's guarded. That's guarded. That is not guarded. That's guarded. That's guarded. 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 Kind of guarded. Guarded. Yeah, let's try to kick the queen out. Let's see what he does. Now this guy's a 755. Now, like I said, I think the last time I actually did a stream, I was, I think I was on the verge of breaking 1200. And I actually did peak over 1200 for a little bit. And then I summarily is that a word? And then I consequently, I just crashed. All right, this is a free pawn. Attacking. If I take, he scoots over to block? Or not, I'm sorry, to pin. I push up, and then he pushes down. think now is the time to castle. I can castle and then I can connect my rooks. This guy, this pawn right here, this d4 pawn, David, I think he might be dead. Unless I push up. He takes, I take, he'll guard it. Maybe, I guess. Not a lot I can do about you, David, because if he takes, I'm not going to take because let's castle. I gotta be careful because I'm thinking of like some kind of I don't know. I'm thinking of some kind of trap. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not going to take. I wasn't planning on taking. Um, but my queen is under threat. I think I just push up with the pawn. He takes. I take. I think that's the move. Push up. If he takes, I'll take back, and then I'm guarded. If he pushes down, I push over. Want to get this bishop out of the way. I need to connect my rooks. He's got almost twice as much time as I do. So I've got to be careful. I take. I'm expecting him to push down. I kind of... Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll take with the knight. Push down. Yep, push down like I thought. Pin the pawn. Not sure what that oh, I guess, well, no, I'm not sure what the purpose of that is at all. Okay, I think now is the time I free my rook. I'm sorry, I free my bishop, connecting the rooks. Maybe move here. Thoughts of moving here. $10. I've got under 10 minutes left. Right, I am thinking, who is this? Hello?
Yeah, hi there. It's Craig at TopTech. Just wanted to tell you that your MacBook lives again.
Awesome. That is great news.
It is. It was quite a major, in fact, repair. There was a lot of harm done. So the actual repair came to, in fact, the 700, which is not quite the upper end, but it was more than the lower end, and also your left speaker was crackling, so that also got changed.
Okay, so
Is much happier than it's been in a long time.
so what was was the total then?
The total damage, including the deposit, you owe me $181.
All right, I can live with that. Are you open on Saturdays by any chance?
We are, but are you close by chance?
I'm
Where are you?
I am in Sterling, so I'm not really that close by.
Turns out I'm going to be at the shop till 9 o'clock because I got to get my stepson up to Dulles Airport in Tennessee.
No, no.
If you have to be inclined, you can come and grab her.
No, it'll have to wait till tomorrow or the weekend. So,
But it is happy. Clearly works fine.
excellent. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, so I had a MacBook that I spilled water on when I was in Iceland, and that was the repair guy saying it's working. Okay, but here I'm threatening checkmate. Oh, no, not checkmate, because he scoots over. I take it. Okay, it's not checkmate, but it's a lot of damage. And actually, if I go here, I think this is his only legal move, and then I fork. Oh no, that's not. Can I? No, it's not going to be a fork on the queen, unfortunately. But I can pin. I can pin the queen. So I think he probably sees the checkmate. Not sure how he plans to defend it, but yeah. No, but I'm in Iceland and I have my beautiful MacBook Pro, which I use for everything, and I spilled the littlest tiny bit of water on this MacBook Pro. All right, let's This is defend it, defend it, defend it. All right, so he's defended that. I think I just take. And then with a check, forcing him here. And then that's not checkmate because the queen's defending. But if he moves over, then I can win the queen. Oh, that is not checkmate. That there, and that's checkmate, I think. I mean, he can block. Actually, he could block with this. I take back. So he said that the phone call, he said my MacBook Pro lives again. But literally, it was like a little tiny cap filled of soda that I spilled on my Mac. All right. Is that checkmate? I think that's checkmate. Yes. Yes! Yes! Now look, the first game where I actually talk through my moves and I think I actually win with checkmate. So I can see I had 3 mistakes and a blunder. All right, I thought I played a pretty good game, but let's check out the analysis. And let's see what we got. Let's see what we're dealing with here. You know, this could be a learning moment, so to say. Let's check out the review. Now I always like the review because I like the grades. I like knowing what my grade is. All right, so we both did terribly. I got a 68%. I got a D. Now it's almost a C, but it's a D. And he got a 59.8%, which is, you know, obviously a failing grade. He had 3 blunders compared. Wait a minute. It said 1 blunder a second ago. So he had 3 blunders compared to my 0. That's what I felt like there was no move in that game where I was like, I'm not sure what to do, so I'm just going to play a random move. Like every move I made, I kind of had a purpose. I kind of had a vision. And so I felt pretty good about it. I made 2 mistakes, 6 inaccuracies. I had 1 great move. I had 8 best moves, 3 excellent. So let's go through it. Okay. C6 is the last book move. See, he did E4. I did C5 with the C6, the Caro-Kann opening, and then that was it. In the Caro-Kann, c6 supports a quick d5, d7, d5 pawn, which is this right here. Push to control the center and challenge. This is the Caro-Kann opening. You've played this opening 15 times. Okay. All right, next key move. Now, wait a minute. I want to go back. I kind of want to control how. Next key move. Let's just do next move. All right, so this is the, okay, that's the best move. That's a good move. Okay, I felt good about that move. C4 is good. BC5 is best. This was a best move. Okay. This is an excellent move. Checking is a good move. Blocking with the horse. Come in for support. He comes in. This was a good move as well. So far, we're both playing pretty well. I mean, BX. Okay, so my bishop taking the horse was the best move. You trade off equal material. There was only one move that worked, and you played it. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. So he responded. Okay, so this was, you overlooked a better way to move your queen to safety. Oh, I bet it would be this attacking this. Let's see. No, let's see. Queen c5 is an inaccuracy. No, wait. Queen b6 is best. The move, okay. Yeah, because then if the bishop moves off of this diagonal here, that leaves that pawn weak. Got it. Okay. So he moved down with the best move. Then I moved the best. Then he moves there. Okay, this is an inaccuracy. You allowed the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a knight. Really? Okay, let's retry it. What is the best move here? You allowed... All right, so the best move... I'm thinking it would be push up with one of the pawns to just kind of open up the center a little bit. So he takes, and then I take, and then that opens up this file. Let's see. Nope, not it. That's a mistake. Let me get a hint. Really? Moving my A pawn? I guess that makes sense. And then he can push. If he pushes, I take. All right, so that's not only opening. Okay, I got it, because that opens up this A file, could activate this rook. Got it. Okay, let's keep going. He does that. Now this is another one. Maybe he would recommend I move my knight to safety? No. 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 I bet. Oh, wait. NF6 is good. G6 is best. So pushing up. Okay, that makes sense as well. That pushing up to guard that knight as well as giving some support to this pawn. All right, I guess that makes sense. So that was a weird move. Wait, what happened to the screen? What did I click? Ugh! Okay. So, let's see. So that was a weird move where it said I should have pushed up with the pawn. This was a bad move. And I remember calling this out. I called this out as a bad move because I would just win the pawn. He's not going to take back because then I just win the bishop. So I remember calling that out as a bad move. Okay, h6 is excellent. Just... I mean, like me, let's be real. All right, so he moves the queen back. All right, so castling is an inaccuracy. Okay. I wonder if capturing is the best move here. Nope. Okay. Let's get a, where I want it to retry is an accuracy. Where is my retry button? Show moves. Is this the hint button? Okay, it is. Okay, so just pushing up with this pawn was the best move there. Okay. So he takes, and that's an inaccuracy. Now pushing up with the pawn is an inaccuracy. Okay. So what's the best move? I obviously got to move my queen to safety. No? Hint? Oh. You know, and I'm sure this is something that I just don't understand because I am just a lowly 800 player. But top level players, engines, maybe not so much with top level players, but engines always seem to like really want to trade the queens. Always trade the queens, which again, this is something that I feel that I just don't understand because I don't have the sophistication to understand it. But always want to seem to be able to trade the queens. So I guess here if takes, I take, he recaptures, ruining his castle, and then I capture, I guess. Okay. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Oh, no, 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 no. God, stop that. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Push the pawn. This was considered a brilliant move. And it is good. Ignores the opportunity to defend the pawn that was under attack. So this is saying that he should have just defended the pawn, probably by just pushing down. Inaccuracy. You ignored an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a queen. So I guess at this point, it's saying the best move is this. In e4. Yep. All right. So now he defends the pawn. I bring my bishop out. Sounds like my wife is home, but I will say hello to her in a second. All right, so I brought my bishop out, and that was considered an inaccuracy. So if I do that, oh wait, it's a mistake. Okay, retry. Is it going to be the queen? Yeah. All right, so let's see. We go there. He defends. He creates that. Now I do the move. Now I do the move the computer wants. And this is where the game changed. This is where I felt that I was going to have success in this game. Was when he moved this, and that just opened up the king. And then here I am, threatening checkmate. And forking. I didn't even notice that. He brings out, he finds the best move to prevent checkmate and defend the rook. You ignored an opportunity to attack a trapped queen. Huh. Retry. I bet simply moving over. No. Oh, yes. Yes. The queen is trapped. Look at that. Okay, so I think the best move here was probably, yeah, bringing the rook over as it just showed me. Okay, because then the queen has nowhere to go. The queen is dead. The queen is dead. All right. So I could have trapped. He takes, which I legitimately thought was a weird move. Like, why are you thinking about that right now? You shouldn't be thinking about that right now. I checked. Is the best. This is a blunder because that set up checkmate. And that is how the game ended. With a victory, with me gaining back about 16 points, I think is what it said. I will happily accept those 16 points as I make the march back to 1200. And this time I will do my best to make sure I do that march with you. So thank you for joining. I am going to go say hello to my wife, and I am also going to make some dinner because I am hungry. So have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.